Well, a warm welcome back to Old Trafford, where United are back in Premiership action, looking for a response, having been beaten, of course, last time out for the first time in 21 matches. Fulham winning 3-1 here. Alex Ferguson wants a response. Will he get it today, Pat?
Well, he's got to, Steve. I mean, you've got Portsmouth coming here. The record away from home this season is not bad. They've lost 2 games in 5. They'll make it difficult. They played well here in the Cup last year for a little period of time. So United have to be in their best form.
Unthinkable to think that they could lose back-to-back games in the league, isn't it?
Well, it's unthinkable, Steve, but last year before Christmas they lost 1 or 2 matches at Old Trafford that you never thought they would lose. You know, Bolton springs to mind straight away, and well, they've got to get back on track for this one.
Let's have a look at the team then. Of course, after the League Cup it was always going to change, but in fact there is a few surprises in it, and that is that Alex Ferguson leaves Roy Keane and Phil Neville on the substitutes bench alongside Ronaldo. In fact, it shows just 2 changes to the side that started the defeat against Fulham. Mikel Silvestre, who was injured in that game and went off at half-time, is not risked ahead of the Rangers game. So John O'Shea plays his 50th league game for the club at centre-half. Quinton Fortune once again in at left-back. Ronaldo is on the bench, as I say, so Darren Fletcher starts for the 5th time this season, and once again Nicky Butt and Eric Djemba-Djemba continue in central midfield.
I think the sad thing about Nicky Butt and Djemba-Djemba was they hadn't played enough games when they played against Fulham. I think against Leeds both of them played exceptionally well. They're up to match sharpness, and I think they'll do all right today. I mean, you look at Diego Forlan, I think it was you that said he's not started 3 games before for United, has he? So let's hope he makes it a hat-trick, not only of appearances, but a hat-trick of goals. But I think as well the manager showed great faith in young Darren Fletcher. He went into the middle of the park against Leeds, and he was absolutely brilliant.
Well, Portsmouth were dealt a blow prior to this match as well, already without the likes of Pericard and Todorov, of course, through injury. Andy Fay, who's been a very influential midfield player for them this season, the Frenchman, is out with a knee problem. So Tim Sherwood, the former Blackburn captain, comes into midfield. There are other changes in defence. Hayden Foxe, the Australian, comes in at centre-half. Živković switches to right-back, and Sebastian Schemmel is the man to drop to the bench. Teddy Sheringham captains Portsmouth and returns to Old Trafford for the 3rd time since he left United. He's yet to be on the winning side.
Well, he scored 6 goals this season, Teddy. One of my favourite players when he was here, one of the more intelligent players, and I'll tell you something. They've got Yakubu up front, who's as quick as lightning, and if Teddy can find them, United have got to be very, very, very careful. Patrick Berger as well. I always liked him as a player at Liverpool. Obviously his face didn't fit. Quite good in the middle of the park. When you look at him and Steve Stone, 2 experienced players. Sherwood and Quashie. Quashie's a good little player as well. He'll be the playmaker for them today. Got to win the battle in the middle of the park. That's what you've always got to win the battle. And if you win that, you'll win the match.
Well, it's 71 matches since United lost back-to-back home games in the league at Old Trafford. Portsmouth know they could almost be the victims of Fulham's success last time out, as Pompey looked to win away from home for the first time in the Premiership. Alex Ferguson is back on the touchline. His ban is over, and he described the Fulham game as one of those days you always get in the season. He wants a much better day today.
Well, when you look at Portsmouth's record away from home, Steve, 3 draws, so it just shows you they're probably quite tight away from home.
Stuart Highbury, of course, this man Yakubu caused Arsenal problems that day. Nicky Butt starting for the 3rd successive match, as is Forlan here. Quashie to Patrick Berger. There's plenty of experience assembled by Harry Redknapp in that Portsmouth team, particularly in the midfield. Stone, Sherwood, Berger, all very experienced at Premiership level, and this man Tim Sherwood, of course, lifted the Premiership trophy for Blackburn Rovers back in '95. Fortune, who's starting at left back where he finished the Fulham defeat. Harry Redknapp did, of course, bring Portsmouth to Old Trafford last season. That was in the FA Cup, alongside his chairman Milan Mandaric there. United winning in the FA Cup, of course, quite comfortably in the end. We'll wait and see if it's as comfortable as that 4-1 victory today. Fletcher back in the starting lineup, lifting it forward towards Van Nistelrooij. Misplaced pass from Sheringham. Don't often say that in games of football. But he put Gary Neville under pressure. And he went all the way back to Tim Howard. Aaron de Zeeuw's header to Djemba-Djemba. Now Van Nistelrooij. Fletcher, very keen to take players on. Almost got the second ball from Van Nistelrooij as well. He's a breath of fresh air, Darren Fletcher, isn't he? He's a little over-exuberant there.
He's a great skill, Steve. He obviously prefers him in the middle of the park more than there, because he thinks sometimes within himself that he doesn't get enough of the ball. It's just putting pressure on people and going to ground very easily.
It's his 5th start of the season. That's the man that United will have to try and beat today. Experienced goalkeeper Hislop, who's now 34 years of age. Another one with the bags of experience. Fed a high Redknapp, he has tried to do that, pack the Portsmouth team with experience, hasn't he?
Well, he's done that, Steve, and sometimes experienced players, that's what he's hoping will keep them in the Premier League. And I think they've done better than expected, because really they should have won the match at Arsenal, one of their away matches, so if you get a result there, I'm sure they're quite confident they can do something here.
They lost 3-0 at St James's Park to Newcastle last time out, and as a result they're in the bottom half of the Premiership for the first time this season. That's how good their start's been.
They had such a good start, yeah, they had that.
Yakubu to Sheringham, now Quashie. Zeeuw looking for Berger. Gary Neville was in quickly, and he's found Fletcher as well. And he just overhit the return ball to Gary Neville.
Good play by Gary Neville to win the ball in the first place.
Having missed the first 3 league games, Gary Neville has been an ever-present ever since. It's his header again there. Ferdinand back to Tim Howard. We don't need reminding, conceded as many goals as against Fulham as he had done in the previous 9 league games in his United career. It's comfortably through to Hislop. As I mentioned, conceded 4 here last season in the FA Cup 3rd round game. And Portsmouth were riding high at the top of the 1st division. Fortune had to make that. Sherwood did make that, and then Djemba-Djemba. Long one from Fletcher.
Oh, that's a great ball from Dan Fletcher. He acknowledges it as well, Rude, because Rude just got caught on the wrong side of Foxe. If he'd been the other side, there was danger there. Well, you notice as well, Steve, the minute they get the ball, Fulham, Portsmouth are pushing up from the back, pushing up to the halfway line.
Well supported, of course. Portsmouth, big following down there on the south coast, and they're enjoying this. It's their first visit to Old Trafford in the league for 15 years. And it's arguably the fixture they looked at, as most clubs do when they get promoted, when the fixture list was produced. O'Shea. And Ferdinand, who of course knows the Portsmouth manager well. It was he who gave him his start in league football. Harry Redknapp, Rio Ferdinand at West Ham. Sent him out on loan to Bournemouth, Harry's former club. Gary Neville's ball in, Van Nistelrooij. Forlan is behind him unmarked, he couldn't see him, he's got the ball in though. Comfortably dealt with by Tim Sherwood in the end.
Yeah, Tim Sherwood should be put under pressure when you're in there, Steve.
Well, Gary Neville's got that back from Zeeuw. He squared it to Forlan. It's now Djemba-Djemba. That was charged down by Aaron de Zeeuw. It'll still come to Darren Fletcher. He'll be disappointed with that ball in.
He had more time than he thought. Young Darren, impatient to get it into the box.
Last league meeting here, incidentally, back in May of '88. was pretty comfortable for United. They won that 4-1 as well, just like they did the FA Cup tie last season. Came off Sherwood. Zeeuw back to Hislop. Steve Stone got the flick. Yakubu's pace is always going to be a problem. It's not a bad ball in either. Sheringham was trying to get there, and he looks towards Neil Barry for some sort of foul for Portsmouth.
That was a great ball in. That is a great ball in. Gary Neville, Rio Ferdinand and Tim Howard not knowing what to do. No, it's just a clash of defending. Just put in with his left foot. And they're all over the place United here. Should we go? Maybe he thinks Gary gave him a little nudge. He did.
There's Neville again. Yakubu. Shot on the turn. He's an exciting young player, the Nigerian. He has played and scored against United before, you may remember, in the Champions League for Maccabi Haifa.
Yeah, he's his pace, Steve. I mean, that's the unexpected there. And that's when you catch people by surprise, when you hit the unexpected ball. You've got to be aware all the time when he's on the ball.
I remember, understandably, when we went to Cyprus, particularly to play Maccabi Haifa, a little bit of a weakened team and not knowing too many of their players, he stood out like a sore thumb, didn't he? Yakubu.
Yeah, he did. He gave him a look. As I say, pace will always give people problems.
Sherwood to Živković, another player who's played against United before, here in a Champions League semi-final for Bayer Leverkusen. Some signing from Redknapp that in the summer. Very experienced player, the Croatian. It's his header there. Keane and Sheringham, the two captain of the day. And that's where Tim Howard is excellent. Very quick and alert off his line. Helps his defenders out.
Well, it does when you've got a fella again saying as quick as Yakubu is, you've got to be off your line quickly. Anything that's thrown over the back, thrown over the top, you've got to be on the end of. Talking about the goalkeeper.
Portsmouth, as well as not having won away from home, have only scored 2 goals as well on their travels. Sheringham there has scored 6 of their 11 so far. They've relied on him heavily, including a hat-trick against Bolton Wanderers. Steve Stone, the former England international, again looking for that run of Yakubu. O'Shea came across. He's still only 20, this fella, as well.
Yeah, but I'm not so sure if the people at home heard it, but we can hear it up here, in the hole, which means the space down that left back position. Yakubu got in there, but the ball was overhit for him. That's the sort of spaces he'll be looking for.
Ferdinand. To O'Shea, who, like Ferdinand, had a loan spell at Bournemouth early in his career, so Bournemouth Football Club can say they helped out both of United's central defenders today. That was a little slack, and this is Berger. Oh, and he's round Ferdinand, and Berger's gone for goal. And do you know what? He had Nigel Quashie unmarked to his right as well.
I don't know one thing in his mind, Steve, he was going to hit it. I'm glad it was his right foot, not his left foot. I mean, a misplaced pass, a good dummy by Teddy Sheringham. He's off Berger. He knows he's only Ferdinand to beat. He does. Hits it with his right foot. Oh, it's not very far away there.
Patrick Berger has 2 goals so far in his Portsmouth career. Had a good scoring record at Liverpool. 11 goals in one season, 9 in another. And one of those 2 goals for Berger, of course, was the winner against his former club. I think he enjoyed that one at Fratton Park. United throw. Well, that will certainly be a signal to United that Portsmouth aren't just here to defend.
It just makes...
That's Van Nistelrooij stretching.
A good ball in, but just a little bit too far for Ruud. You said earlier on, Steve, defences have got to be aware of what they can do, Portsmouth. We've always got to be aware anyway. Just a little bit overhit for Ruud. The goal is left struggling, but he can't get direction on it.
Well, he has gone 3 games without a goal, which by his extreme circumstances is a long time. He had scored in his previous 3. Still got 9 for the season, 8 of them in the Premiership. Here he is again. Great hold-up play. Took 3 Portsmouth players to dispossess him, and in the end they fouled him as well. Fletcher. Every Portsmouth player back inside their own half. Fletcher being hurried by Berger.
I needed a bit of help there, Darren. It wasn't forthcoming.
Stefanović with the ball forward. Sheringham was fouling O'Shea. 37 years of age, Teddy Sheringham. All the experience, the innocent look towards the referee, Neil Barry.
Yeah, but the experience of holding on to the ball and that little argument with the referee, who's it just allows his own players time to get back.
Aaron Zeeuw, the Dutchman. Now Sheringham. Forlan's flick to Butt. Now Fletcher. Again, not a lot of options for him there. Quashie came across. Stone got the rub of the green there. Djemba-Djemba fouled him right in front of Neil Barry.
Yeah, there's no argument coming from the back, and he brings him down. Yeah, it's a long way out, the free kick. Well, you wouldn't think there'd be a great deal of danger there, because it's the best part of 36 yards out.
Well, we've seen Sheringham score them from this distance, and unfortunately for Liverpool here in a fixture, Patrick Berger scored a spectacular free kick.
I remember that one. Maybe Patrick Berger's going to hit this one as well.
Sheringham's left it. It is, by the look of it, going to be the left foot of Patrick Berger, and it's straight at the wall. Back in from Živković, headed away by Gary Neville. A little slap from Quashie. 25 now, Nigel Quashie. Played in the Premiership with Nottingham Forest as well, over 100 games for Portsmouth. There was always one when he started out at Queen's Park Rangers. It was talked about in glowing terms. Giggs. Fortune. Good to see him taking on Živković.
Well, we've seen the strength and power of Clinton of late. Not afraid to take people on down, he might do it again.
O'Shea. Djemba-Djemba. Again, Portsmouth are well organised, really allowing any time for United. What can they do here? Ball in from Djemba-Djemba, just over Van Nistelrooij, headed away by Foxe. Strength from Fortune, picked up from Butt. Now Giggs. He's going to take Živković on. Good experience from Tim Sherwood to let that run out of play.
You always think sometimes, Steve, the middle of the park, you keep repeating yourself, don't you? The middle of the park, you get a foul for this. Because all it is obstruction. That's a push from Ryan Giggs, isn't it?
34 now, Tim Sherwood, rescued from the Tottenham doldrums by Harry Redknapp last season. Yakubu to Steve Stone. Fortune stood his ground. Yakubu again. Back with Stone, good challenge from Nicky Butt. Another Portsmouth throw. Well, they look to be getting fitter and fitter, both of them, Djemba-Djemba and Butt.
Well, that's games that do that, Steve. You got the tempo of the game.
Hayden Foxe. Well, ushered back to Tim Howard by Gary Neville. So impressive at the heart of the United defence in that League Cup win at Leeds, back in the right-back position today, and with young Darren Fletcher ahead of him. Gets it back from the Scottish international. Looking for a run of Forlan or Van Nistelrooij. He slipped though as he played that. Forlan thought he'd been fouled. Portsmouth have it with Sherwood. Again looking for the pace of Yakubu. Neville. Portsmouth, incidentally, as well drilled they are sometimes in defence, have gone over 4 hours of football without a goal in the league prior to today. As I say, they've scored only twice away from home in their 5 matches. Forward from Gary Neville. Stefanović heads it away. And Portsmouth get a free kick.
Yeah, a little touch by Gary Neville and Patrick Berger. I think with their away record, Steve, it's important to score quick against Portsmouth. They don't give a lot away, do they?
You can see the way they've set out as well. They're very well organised. They all know what each other should be doing. And they can break as well, like here from Stone. That's an important interception from O'Shea, because Sheringham was right behind him, lurking as ever. Ball in from Živković, won't cause any problems though. 27-year-old actually scored an own goal against United in the semi-final for Leverkusen, you may remember. And he played with the Germans for 7 years. Another one for the money of Milan Mandaric. Was able to allow Harry Redknapp to bring him to Fratton Park in the summer. Nistelrooij's touch, Živković interception. Ferdinand. Oh, Van Nistelrooij.
Oh, he's hit him with his elbow.
Caught in the face there.
I'll tell you, that was pretty obvious, that, and I'm surprised the referee didn't see it right in front of Neil Barry.
Meanwhile, this is Quashie. And still. And Yakubu. And Steve Stone's inside of him. And now Quashie. In towards Sheringham, away by Ferdinand. It was very nearly dangerous for United.
You're just wondering if they thought they might have got a free kick the other end. Got a belt in the face.
Here is Van Nistelrooij. Comfortable for Aaron de Zeeuw. Well, Yakubu's dispossessed Ferdinand, and he's gone for goal as well, and Tim Howard down at his near post needed to make the save. You cannot give the pace of Yakubu that kind of opportunity.
Just a slight mistake by Rio, but thankfully Yakubu's at a very, very bad angle.
Živković. Once again, been something of a sleepy start from United.
Couldn't agree with you more, Steve. A little bit much like that. The Fulham match.
Fletcher trying to lift it forward towards Giggs, but it's overhit.
Yeah, the idea was right, but just overhit. I mean, it is a mistake by Rio. He's not sure that they play it back. He nicks it off from Yakubu, but it's a bad angle. I'm sure you wouldn't expect him to score from there, but another little fright.
And Nistelrooij. Forlan caught there.
Well, that's a booking. Nowhere near the ball.
Zeeuw. The Dutchman. Another one in his 30s, 33-year-old. Real mix of youth and experience, the Portsmouth team. This is why he's being booked.
Yeah, just a little bit late tackling. Diego Forlan catches him at the bottom of the right ankle.
This is the incident with Foxe and Van Nistelrooij.
Oh, I think he's caught him. So we never caught him fully. It's a good job he never caught him totally. Now he thinks there's a foul against him. The referee didn't give any foul, he played on.
And he's given a foul here for this free kick. What can United do from it? Giggs is behind it. Ferdinand, Van Nistelrooij and O'Shea all in the penalty area. Gary Neville got a touch straight through to Hislop.
Yeah, when you get a flick in the box, you hope that it's anywhere where the goalkeeper is, or where the goalkeeper isn't. But this one from Gary goes straight into the goalkeeper's hands.
Searching for his 5th goal in his United career, having seen his brother score his 8th at Ibrox against Rangers. Phil Neville amongst the substitutes today. Giggs rounds Živković, but across came the experience of Steve Stone.
Yeah, good challenge by Steve Stone, and it had to be a good one.
I used to call him the Bulldog at Nottingham Forest for his commitment.
Well, it's a good job he wins this, because he doesn't, he's lost. He dives in, he gets the ball, a good job, gets a great tackle.
Corner which Forlan is going to take. Ferdinand and O'Shea forward once more. What was a dangerous one as well. Needed to be headed behind by Stefanović, was it?
Yes, it was Stefanović, and a good job, Steve, that was going in. Yeah, he has to get a header to this. The goalkeeper's struggling a wee bit to make contact with it.
Important contact from the Yugoslav. Giggs to take the corner this time. Deeper one. Free header for Živković. And Stone's there ahead of Giggs. What a missed kick from Hislop. He got away with it though, because it went to Quashie and not Nicky Butt. Zeeuw. Straight to Djemba-Djemba. And back to Sherwood. But did well. Forlan was off and running. And he was trying to lift it into Van Nistelrooij.
He got a little bit impatient there, Diego. He should have taken his time. He's got a little bit impatient. Just a little bit hurried one. Just take a little bit of time. And just lobbed it, it's gone too far.
Ferdinand's header. Helped on by Butt. Strength from Djemba-Djemba. Good feet from Forlan. Caught though by Stone. He looked towards Neil Barry, the Uruguayan, with optimism, but the referee gave nothing, and this is Yakubu now for Portsmouth. And all the way through to Quashie. And it'll open up a bit for United here. Giggs. Foxe cut it out pretty comfortably. And almost one-on-one there with Yakubu and Ferdinand. He's a strong customer as well. Now Sheringham. Wouldn't want to see too many one-on-one contests with the Nigerian, would you?
No, you certainly wouldn't. Not with the pace he's got.
Yakubu back to Živković. That voice you can hear is of the Portsmouth coach Kevin Bond, down there with High Redknapp's assistant Jim Smith, barking out instructions. Sheringham's touched the stone. He didn't make much of that, thankfully. But Portsmouth have it back with Živković. United really haven't strung any passing movements together as yet.
No, they haven't. It's caused any problems. They haven't. They just want somebody to get a hold of the ball, Steve.
Sherwood. Straight through to O'Shea. Giggs, his 350th league start for United today. Skipping the side with Roy Keane once again on the bench. Here he is again, the Welshman. Early ball looking for Forlan. Header was from Stefanović. Stefanović again. Kept in by Gary Neville. Van Nistelrooij, it's got Forlan square of him. There was only one thing in Van Nistelrooij's mind, and the woodwork denied it.
What a goal that would have been. He's won a ball there he's not supposed to win. And his second touch is a cracker. The knee and the shot, I tell you something. Whoa. We're glad to see that hit the crossbar. Goalkeeper totally beaten. It's a great attempt by Rood. Well, that would have been some goal if that had been in.
He can shake his head. He knows that was mightily close to the first goal of the day. Almost something out of nothing from Ruud van Nistelrooij. Quashie back to Stone. That would have been very nice as well, and would have just settled United down at this moment in time.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a phrase still for Portsmouth. I know they have to be careful with it.
Giggs has found Forlan. Just trying to clip it through to Fletcher. Berger was back there though. Now Foxe. Quashie. That's more positive. He was caught.
He'll get booked for that.
By Sherwood.
Yeah.
He's dangerous when he's direct like that, Quinton Fortune.
You look at Sherwood, he's not got a great deal of pace, and if he gets by Sherwood it's a problem, but he doesn't. Hence the booking. You just see him put his hand out, he knows he's not going to catch Quinton.
Yellow card for Tim Sherwood. Free kick quickly taken. Fletcher. Fortune. He saw the open space again. He was fouled there as well by Stone.
The referees have the advantage.
Djemba-Djemba's found Fletcher. Oh, and that was
a push.
Rio Ferdinand thought he'd been pushed.
He certainly was. There's no question about that. Živković has pushed him. Oh, he's got away with this. He does push him. Look at the right hand. Look at the right hand. That's a push there.
And he was about to head that goalwards, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was the right spot for Rio as well.
was better from United, that move.
Good football, but we need some more of it. I think he's pushed, but the referee doesn't agree with us, and he's the most important man when it comes to making decisions like that.
Strength from Djemba-Djemba. Free header though for Stefanović. Ferdinand clear. Great challenge from Nicky Butt. Portsmouth throw. Let's have a closer look at this here.
Well, you see his right hand. Watch his right hand, Steve. Well, I think that's a push.
Boris Živković. From a Leverkusen player. He's a relieved man.
Well, sometimes it only takes a slight touch, and you know, sometimes a push can be sort of violent, but a little touch can be enough to put a player off, and that's
just
exactly
knock you balanced, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that's what happened to Rio there.
Now Gary Neville. Fletcher. Quashie for Portsmouth. And Stone. Two of the men involved with Ferdinand Živković. Now Yakubu. Shea fancies a run. Fletcher back to Gary Neville. He gets it back from Djemba-Djemba. Tight in closed areas though, with Portsmouth pressing them. Now Sheringham. Leaves it for Stone. Now it breaks to Giggs. And Nistelrooij wants it through. It's a brilliant ball. It's a real chance for Ruud van Nistelrooij. Well, was that the same player? We don't see him do that very often, do we?
He thinks it bobbles, Steve. He's very annoyed with himself. It's a great ball from Ryan Giggs. Splits the defence wide open, and you think, well, there's no way he's going to miss this. Does it bobble for him? No, it doesn't. Oh, you'd expect me to put him away, wouldn't you, Ruud? It's not even close, though. That's something you'd see in the park on Sunday.
Great ball, as you say, through from Ryan Giggs.
There's a little bit of lack of confidence because of the fact that he hasn't scored in a period of time.
Well, either way, it was very un-Ruud van Nistelrooij-like, that's for sure. We haven't seen him do that too often in his 2.5 seasons at Old Trafford. In fact, I can't think of a miss as bad as that from Ruud van Nistelrooij.
No, one-on-one you usually think he's going to put in the back of the net.
Here he is again. Sprays it beautifully out to Gary Neville. High one from him. Giggs is climbing though. That was a decent header. Will it come down for Forlan? It will! 3 goals in 3 starts for Diego Forlan. And 9 minutes before half-time, having hit the bar and wasted a chance, United are finally in front.
I don't think it's a great ball in from Gary. I think it's too high. But Ryan Giggs makes it a great ball. Because he's the one that gets up and gets it headed back across the goal. We'll see this. I think this is very high, this, Steve. It should be a defender's ball. But we know how good Ryan is in the air. That simple touch takes his time. Takes his time. Done it last week against Fulham as well. Took his time and rattled it in. And he's certainly done that with that one. I'll tell you something. I think that's something United needed, Steve. And that might settle everybody going down. Everyone down. But he hits it sweet as a nut. Well, he was in the papers after the Leeds game saying to the manager, give me a game. Give me a game.
Well, as you pointed out, it's his third successive start today. Harry Redknapp was watching his team a goal down. And this is only the second time in his entire Manchester United career that he has started 3 games in a row.
Yeah,
and he's rewarded him now with 3 goals in 3 starts.
Yes. Well, it's a great thing for Diego as well, because it's a confidence builder as well, Steve. If you don't play all the time and you're coming in on his sub a lot, you know, people expect a lot from a short space of time, and it's very difficult. When you start the game, you're in a par with everybody else. He's now in a par above everybody else because he's scored, nobody else has.
In from Berger. Ooh, and that was dangerous.
I think that's a corner kick there.
Stefanović was very close to getting a vital touch, which might have been 1-1.
Well, I'm not sure, was it Nicky Butt at the touch? Yes, it was. Well, he's offside anyway, but no flag went up.
Corner to Portsmouth looking for the instant response.
Now you've scored. You don't want the instant response, just when you've got to be tight.
Sheringham's got the angle.
Oh, he's offside, no.
Back to Stone, headed away by Giggs.
Well, Tim Howard shouted to his defenders to get out. If they get out there, it's offside for Steve Stone, but nobody went out. But apprehension, maybe.
Clearance was from Djemba-Djemba.
Well, that's just they relieved a little bit of pressure they've been under, Stephen. Everybody can set themselves again.
Well, I agree with you, they needed that goal, United.
Oh, they needed it. Because after the result at home against Fulham, you get a little bit impatient with yourself and you start worrying if we're ever going to score. Well, United are always capable of scoring anyway, aren't they? Maybe it's us watching the game that worry about if they're going to score or not.
Well, let me tell you this as well. When they've scored first in the Premiership this season, they've won every match. So let's hope that continues today. And there'll be a much needed 3 points. When they've got themselves in front, they haven't let it slip. Fortune.
Oh, I thought Clinton had overhit that there.
I read that one there. His 8th appearance in the Premiership already this season, Quinton Fortune. When you consider he only made 9 the entire last season, that tells you the strides he's made in the first team. This is Sheringham. Sherwood. Quashie's going to have a go here. A long way out.
Well, when you're talking about strides Quinton has made, Stephen, you're right. We know Quinton, and he's determined to succeed. If anybody's determined to succeed, it's him. Long way out, Quashie. He's not going to trouble the goalkeeper from there.
5 goals in the Championship winning season last year for Portsmouth Nigel Quashie. None as yet in this campaign. Forlan. Found Giggs. Interception was from Zeeuw and the touch from Sherwood. And Sherwood again, and great tracking back from Giggs.
Well, that's tremendous. Tremendous work rate for Ryan Giggs. Well, we've seen him do it so often, haven't we?
Well, as you say, you have to do that. That's part of the United mentality.
Yeah, part of the manager's mentality, Steve.
Fletcher, lovely touch to Gary Neville. Forlan, back to Fletcher. They have a throw.
Did well again, Gary, to get something out of that.
Well, it's the 1st of November today, start of another big month for United. They desperately needed to start it with a win. Rangers in the Champions League, Liverpool and Chelsea away in the league, Panathinaikos away in the Champions League as well. It's a meteor month, all right.
Yeah, but unfortunately we can't stay clear of injuries, can we? 12 goals the latest.
It's a big blow to the manager. You just never know. Can Diego Forlan play more of a part than people might think?
Well, we've seen Diego a lot, and I think he certainly can.
He can if he keeps scoring when he starts games for the manager. Very difficult to leave him out.
Well, that's the man you've got to impress. He certainly has at Leeds.
Giggs tracking back again. Disappointed he didn't get the throw as well.
Oh, that's a great bit of skill by Quinton Fortune. Wonderful bit of skill.
And Nistelrooij. That's not bad either. Forlan. Oh, he tried to give it him back.
Just too much elevation in it. But you've got to say that was great play by Ruud.
You're a great believer that those two complement each other well, aren't you, Forlan and Nistelrooij?
I think they do. And you've got a little bit of sharpness, a little bit of pace from Diego as well. And that's a free kick. Can't argue with that.
Flick forward from Zeeuw. Jim Smith, who won here on his last visit as a manager. You may remember, to keep Derby County in the Premiership.
Yeah, very popular man amongst the managers.
Assistant to Harry Redknapp.
Well done, linesman.
Push on Forlan.
Well, Diego going for a ball he shouldn't get. He's got a free kick from it. Can somebody put their head on it, Steve?
Well, last minute of the first half should be a very nice 2-0 scoreline to take in. Plenty of red shirts forward there. Giggs with the ball in, after teasing one as well. Stefanović with the header away, Forlan with the foul. Now Portsmouth now have to get a goal. They've only got 2 in 5 games away from home. United again put themselves in a good position. With again now, without really playing anywhere near like we know they can.
As they can, that's true. They can play much better than this.
Yakubu battling away. Sherwood. Now Stone. Giggs with the foul.
Yeah, something you don't want the last injury time in the first half. Just catches him, Ryan. Yeah, they'll pile everybody in, won't they?
There's going to be that left foot of Patrick Berger to whip it in as well. Inviting into the arms of Tim Howard in the end.
That's a great ball in there.
United finish with a clean sheet. They finish with a half-time lead as well. After Ruud van Nistelrooij had hit the crossbar and wasted a great opportunity, it was left to Diego Forlan to score his 3rd goal in 3 starts. They might have had a penalty as well for a push on Ferdinand by Živković. It still hasn't been vintage United, but the most important thing is the scoreline at half-time, which reads United 1, Portsmouth 0. Welcome back. It's Portsmouth who get us underway in the second half, trailing by a goal to 0 and looking to win here in the league at Old Trafford for the first time since the days of the Busby Babes. October '57 was the last time they recorded a league victory here, when they won by 3 goals to 0. United will feel if they can get a second goal, they will very much be in pole position. Nicky Butt to Forlan, whose goal separates the 2 sides. Digs it out to Gary Neville. And that was a rather wayward cross from him.
Yeah, he's not happy with himself, Gary, with that one, is he?
Message at half-time, Pat?
I think maybe make the game a little bit quicker. You've got the goal start. I'll certainly tell his back four to be alert for everything, particularly with Yakubu up front. You've got to be alive all the time.
1-2 between Sheringham and Stone. Now Quashie. Fletcher read that situation though. That's great play from Van Nistelrooij.
Yeah, that was great play to hold on the 4 players round him.
He slipped as he went to receive that ball from Fletcher. Clearance from Stefanović. He had it from Gary Neville, and he was fouled as well there. His former teammate Teddy Sheringham, who scored 15 league goals in 30 games in his last season, you may remember, at Old Trafford. He went out on a very much of a high. He was Player of the Year that year as well.
Yeah, he was a smashing player for us, Steve. I was a big fan of Teddy's. Great football brain. Not just when he was here. When he played at Nottingham Forest and Millwall in England, he was a smashing player.
He's got over half of Portsmouth League's goals so far this season. Because of their scoring record, if United could get a second, you would expect that very much to be home and dry.
Yeah, we'll wait and see.
Giggs. Fortune. 4 blue shirts in that corner of the field. Giggs has 3 of them round him now. Still going though. And the final one, Stone came across.
Well, you'll see that ball's hit the corner flag, Steve. It's always one of my things. Watch where he'll take the throw in from. Oh, he's took it from the corner flag. There's a surprise.
Zeeuw. Great season for him to be playing in the Premiership, having spent most of his career at Barnsley and Wigan. Gary Neville's throw. And Nistelrooij is the runner. And he's got that. And he's won the throw off to Zeeuw, his fellow Dutchman. 2 goals against Portsmouth here in the FA Cup last season, Ruud van Nistelrooij. Already hit the woodwork and missed a good opportunity.
Well, that's a foul.
Golden opportunity today.
Yeah, a little push of Gary Neville there, but not given.
Sheringham. Patrick Berger. Yakubu. Nice ball to Stone, and he's got it back as well, Yakubu. It's not a bad cross, it's a free header for Živković.
It's a good job, the angle was bad, Steve. That's what makes it easy for the goalkeeper.
United trying to break with Forlan. Djemba-Djemba, Giggs through the middle. Went wide instead to Fletcher. Asking a lot of Forlan there though. But at the other end, Boris Živković with a free header.
Yeah, it just appears that's a high cross from you. I mean, it's a bad angle for him, which is good for United. Maybe a little deflection off Ryan as well, took the strength out of it, but he's surely not going to score from that.
Well, no, you won't get too many chances at Old Trafford. Just a reminder, at 1-0. Concentration is the key.
Very important.
Stone's ball in. Živković continued his run. The Portsmouth throw.
Yeah, marked all the way by Nicky, but Nicky wasn't going to give him any freedom.
Well, wanting a second goal, no question about that. Hayden Foxe now, who was with Harry Redknapp at West Ham. Stone to Sheringham. Berger always wants the shot. Still might get one. So well off target in the end.
Good job it was as well. It was a nice little touch from Teddy Sheringham that set the shot up. He couldn't keep it down. Yeah, nice little touch from Teddy. And you don't want to give him too much room around there, Steve, because one of them might find the target.
Well, if United can keep their clean sheet intact, it'll be another one to the tally. When they have kept a clean sheet in the league this season, they've taken 16 points from 18. As I mentioned, they've also won every match when they've scored first. 1-0, 7 minutes into the second half. Djemba-Djemba is square of Giggs. Teasing Živković now. And Nistelrooij. Oh, that was lovely. Just a little too strong for Ryan Giggs.
Great bit of football between Ryan and Ruud. Just the back heel a little bit too strong. Yeah, he's buzzing. Big Ruud, he's not scored yet, but he's certainly playing. Clever little back heel, but it's a little bit too much for Ryan.
Roy Keane amongst the substitutes today.
I think that's a situation, if anything goes wrong, Steve, the manager probably would be thinking about bringing him on. Let's hope maybe because of the match on Tuesday he doesn't have to come on.
He was making the point prior to kick-off that he will rest Roy Keane sporadically during this season. That was a little late on Djemba-Djemba from Nigel Quashie, and he's going to get booked for it.
I'll tell you what created that, Steve. It was a poor ball from Fletcher. The ball from Darden was always short. It was a wild challenge. He's a bit fortunate, Djemba-Djemba. He's not more damaged than that.
Quashie becomes the third Portsmouth player to be booked by Neil Barry, who's now shown 27 yellow cards this season. This is only his 6th match as well. Djemba-Djemba, of course, for this rule, has to go off to come back on again. Thankfully, he's okay. And the ball is back in play. Fortune's ball forward. Foxe with the header. Sheringham. It's a good ball to Berger. Gary Neville got there first.
Read that exceptionally well, Gary Neville. He was in as quick as anything. Broke up a dangerous situation, believe me.
What a great run from Fortune.
Strong and powerful Quint when he starts, isn't he?
Now Fletcher on the right-hand side. It's a butt. Now Gary Neville. Chance for Fletcher to cross. Oh, it was a teasing one, and Živković had to put it behind.
Well, you think there's got to be a challenge there, Steve. The goalie's never getting this, it's always going away from him. There's no challenge anyway. He's not to know it if there's anything behind him, so take the safety route.
Corner which Forlan is going to take. Away by Stefanović, only as far as Fortune. He's found Djemba-Djemba. So strong in those situations, Eric Djemba-Djemba.
Yeah, could be the angle for the cross, but you're right, Steve, the way you can hold people off. That's pure strength.
It's his 6th start today in his United career, another 5 substitute appearances in all competitions as well. He's got a couple of goals. Still awaiting his first Premiership goal. his strikes against Panathinaikos and of course the winner against Leeds. And still only 22.
He's won that ball again that he's not really should have won.
Fortune. Forlan's made the run. He's going to look for the immediate cross as well. Now Fletcher.
That's a free kick. Well played, Darren Fletcher.
Great score from him.
Good bit of play. I'll tell you something, Steve. He's a lucky man. He's already been booked, hasn't he? Because you get booked for that as well.
He has been.
I think he's a fortunate man. That's a bookable offence, that. He's a very fortunate man, Zeeuw.
Giggs is going to swing this in with his left foot, but O'Shea, Ferdinand are all targets. It's towards O'Shea. Now Gary Neville. Giggs to Fletcher. Ferdinand was coming in. Djemba-Djemba didn't get any kind of contact on that.
He's a long way out. There's a temptation for you, Steve, when it comes out there. You think, well, I want to have a shot at this. I've got a little bit of a clear space, but he hits it into the ground practically. Doesn't catch it at all.
As I say, still searching for his first league goal. It's a nice touch to Giggs. He's away from Foxe here. Forlan is waiting, so too Van Nistelrooij in front of them both. Comes to Fletcher, still in play. And away by Patrick Berger. Just a fraction in front of them both, that ball in. But much better, and vintage Ryan Giggs really left Foxe for dead. Ferdinand. Picked up off the surface. But Ryan Giggs in sensational form here.
I still think, Steve, that he could have taken another touch, Ryan. I think he still could have taken another touch here. He could have still taken another touch to get in the box.
John Bond, the former City manager, is here because, as I mentioned, his son Kevin is first team coach at Portsmouth. There he is.
Great character, John.
Quashie. Berger. He's done well to find Sherwood. That was a little slack there. Can United profit? Giggs is beginning to enjoy himself out there. He's found Fortune now. Fletcher seen quite a bit of the ball in the second half on the right-hand side. Djemba-Djemba just being patient. Nice touch from Fletcher. Driven in by Gary Neville. Almost came through to Van Nistelrooij. Stefanović didn't know too much about it.
Yeah, and he got the touch that took it away from Rudd. The important touch.
Giggs. Now Van Nistelrooij. And still, he's trying to find Forlan, and it was an important header from Zeeuw. Otherwise, that was going straight to the Uruguayan. This is much better from United.
Ryan Giggs is everywhere at the moment. Everywhere. Yeah, that's the ball into Wood. tell you, and Foxe was desperate to bring him down. But just a very, very important touch from Zeeuw.
Pace from Fortune. Well, that's been one of the revelations of the season, Quinton Fortune at left back, hasn't it? I'll talk about that in a moment because that was slack. This is Berger. Oh, and that was just a fraction in front of Sheringham for a golden opportunity for the former United striker. In from Živković, away by Ferdinand. And Djemba-Djemba in ahead of Quashie, who's already been booked and was a little late on Djemba-Djemba.
I think that was a free kick again, but the referee's not giving it.
Curious one from Sheringham. Quashie got a knock in the face as well. Sheringham thinks he might have had a corner, but this is the dilly-dallying that almost created Sheringham's opportunity.
Well, young Darren Fletcher will be delighted. He'll be delighted that pass from Berger's gone astray. Yeah, he got a touch to it, Tim Howard. He wasn't sure that it was going out or not. Hence the corner kick.
Quashie seems to be okay. Once again, a reminder for concentration at 1-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go at 1-0.
Free kick?
I thought so. But we don't make the decision, Steve.
He's got to be careful, Nigel Quashie. Already on a yellow card. Berger's left-footed corner. Sheringham going for the near post effort. Giggs very calm inside his own penalty area, and then his pace relieves the pressure. Zeeuw just about stopped him.
Well, it's great by Ryan Giggs because under pressure, and all of a sudden we've got to throw in the halfway line. Well done, Ryan Giggs. John.
But caught in possession. Djemba-Djemba's strength got it back. Now Fletcher. He won't pick out Giggs, will he? Oh, he got a touch Ryan Giggs and away by Foxe in the end. Now Butt. Djemba-Djemba trying to slide it through, and he has done to Darren Fletcher, who's away from Hislop. Just needs a touch. Nicky Butt! What a chance!
Oh, I thought he'd scored. He'd be disappointed, Nicky. Well played, Darren Fletcher. How did he miss it?
I'm not sure he knows.
Well, this is great play by Darren Fletcher. He knows exactly where the goalkeeper is. Quick ball into the box, he's thinking. He does that. Oh, how did you miss it? Empty net glaring at you. You'll be disappointed, Nicky. As well, 60-odd thousand fans in here.
Well, it's very rare you see a game of United involved with two such bad misses in a game.
Yeah, they have missed a few today, haven't they?
Well, this man Van Nistelrooij in the first half and Butt in the second, two gilt-edged opportunities. Neither of them put away.
Yeah, the thing about gilt-edged chances, it finishes teams off if you took them away.
Djemba-Djemba. Giggs got there, and Nistelrooij was onside.
Yeah, too much power in the header from Ryan. A difficult one to control, coming off a wet surface. Yeah, it's just the weather a bit too strong.
Well, he's warming up just in case.
Is he coming on? Must be warming up for a reason.
Sherwood, one sent off here for Blackburn for kicking out at David Beckham. Zeeuw. Now Sheringham. Back to Sherwood. former Spurs player. Now Tim Howard. Giggs has been a real problem to Portsmouth in this second half. That's good strength from Butt. Now Forlan. And now Fletcher. Forlan wanted it back. Gary Neville. Still could be something on here. Comfortable for Foxe. Fletcher. Van Nistelrooij. Gary Neville was trying to pick out Forlan. Foxe was sticking closely to him.
Yeah, he had to header that. Stefanović.
Well, you'd think the second is coming, but Portsmouth quite rightly still think they're very much in this game.
Of course they are. Never out at 1-0, Steve.
Giggs is trying to slide it through to Van Nistelrooij. Good defending from Foxe. He's gone all the way with him. He's back on his feet, Van Nistelrooij. And Foxe dispossessed him again. Lovely slide rule pass from Ryan Giggs.
I thought Diego was going to bend his run there, but he didn't.
This was the ball to Van Nistelrooij.
Yeah, he's under severe pressure. He's trying to swing his left foot at it, but the big centre-half Foxe is close beside him and not going to harm the goalkeeper. Well, I think United have played much better this half, Steve. Much better. They've got nothing to show for it.
Berger. Nothing to show for it. At 1-0. Still that air of edginess. That was late by Yakubu on Gary Neville. Portsmouth are going to make a change. The highly rated Matthew Taylor, former Luton Town player, is coming on. He missed the start of the season with a knee ligament injury. He's coming on for the 34-year-old Tim Sherwood. So Berger goes to the right, Taylor will play down the left-hand side of midfield, and Steve Stone goes into the centre of midfield. A highly rated young player, this fellow, Matthew Taylor.
Well, I think maybe Tim Sherwood ran out of a little bit of steam, and probably that's the reason of the substitution.
That'll go harmlessly through for a goal kick. I think Tim Sherwood was too impressed with coming off though.
Nobody likes coming off, Steve. Nobody. Will United make a change?
Would you?
Well, 2 games in a row for Darren Fletcher. Not that he's not played well, Steve. That's a great ball. Near there. Not that he's not. I'm just thinking of the young. A lot of pressure, 2 games in a week.
Steve Stone, there's still a bit of pressure when you're only 1-0 up. Taylor's first touch, driven into Sheringham.
Many times we've seen Teddy Sheringham strike them. Maybe the pace of it defeated him.
I'm glad it did. Giggs. To Butt. Remember Butt, Djemba-Djemba. Quashie, Gary Neville, Forlan and Fletcher all played extra time at Leeds. Wouldn't know it looking at Djemba-Djemba here. Was he caught there?
No, he wasn't caught.
Fletcher. Lovely awareness again. That's too close to Shaka Hislop though. In fact, it's going to be a goal kick.
No, he wasn't caught, Steve. Just ball runs away from him. And just he stumbles.
So still just a one-goal lead as they look to erase the memory of Fulham. Which was the first time they'd lost, incidentally, by more than one goal in 28 Premiership matches. Such was the beating by Chris Coleman's side. And Nose is in front here today, and they've missed two great opportunities. Hit the woodwork as well. He's crying out for that second goal, really.
Yes, it certainly is for everybody a little bit of a rest if they could get it.
Tim Howard, who has conceded 6 league goals in his United career now. In 10 games prior to today, 3 of them against Fulham, and Roy Keane is coming on. He's getting the instructions from his manager as well.
Well, good challenge from young Darren Fletcher there.
Now Giggs, can he come on at 2-0? Still going through. He tried the chip, came off Živković.
Well, he kind of likes it all day, Ryan Giggs, hasn't he?
Yakubu. Živković has Berger outside of him. He's going to go for goal. It was blocked by John O'Shea.
The man over there as well, Portsmouth.
Ferdinand's header. Darren Fletcher did exactly the right thing. Ferdinand. A little over 17 minutes to go. Hayden Foxe, his 36th appearance for Portsmouth. Looking for Sheringham, and all the way through to Taylor. Will make a switch in a moment. It's going to be a double switch. Cristiano Ronaldo is coming on as well as Roy Keane. Meanwhile, this is Taylor. O'Shea on his 50th league appearance for the club. To Giggs. With O'Shea. Going straight to Quashie though. Foul by Ferdinand on Yakubu.
I wonder if that the foul or is it Darren Fletcher?
It was Fletcher.
I just wonder if that'll be young Darren's last touch. He did well.
Well, I think Djemba-Djemba is coming off to be replaced by Roy Keane. That's the change in central midfield.
Played well, Djemba-Djemba, Steve. Played very well. That's another 2 games under his belt. He's been outstanding in both of them.
And it's Diego Forlan who's coming off for Cristiano Ronaldo. Still his goal after 37 minutes separates the two sides.
A little bit of a surprise that. But maybe it might have been young Darren playing 2 games in 4 days.
Forlan, of course, has played 3 games in 7 days, including extra time. Neville's header away. There was a break on here. It's Ronaldo. Giggs, who's now up front with Van Nistelrooij, is alongside him. And he went for goal, Ronaldo, and Ryan Giggs isn't too impressed.
He's looking for too much there. He should be looking to play it. But just that's the full back nowhere. Well, it was number 4. Živković lets him know that, well, I'm going to run at you.
Well, actually, Ronaldo's been screened to go out onto the right-hand side. Giggs is still on the left, and they're now playing with 3 in central midfield, just as they did in extra time against Leeds, with Fletcher joining Keane and Butt.
Well, you'll find any one of the 2 of them, Ryan or Ronaldo, pushing into a position alongside Van Nistelrooij.
13 minutes to go. Quinton Fortune with the throw. Forward from Howard.
You know, I think he's probably one of the best hitters of the ball in the club here, Ryan Giggs. Well, he was going to speak to Rudd, but it was blocked. You know, I'm saying about Ryan, how good in the area is. You know, he gets up for balls, do you think he's going to be second best? Well, he's gone down, but the foul might have been long before there.
Sheringham to Quashie. Now Berger back to Sheringham. He's looking for the ball over the top from Yakubu, who's onside. Ronaldo needed to make that. Now Keane. He was looking for Giggs ahead of him. He's square of him instead. Fortune's gone sprinting past Ryan Giggs. He might not need him though. He's still going and was clipped by Živković.
Doesn't know what to do with him, does he? That's a booking, Steve, that. It's a booking. Well, it's been that most of the game in actual fact, particularly the second half. Živković doesn't know what to do with Giggs. Doesn't know what to do with him.
Can United get that second goal, which would settle everyone down? Ronaldo to deliver. At pace, all the way through and in. I think he'll claim that. Cristiano Ronaldo's first goal for United, and it will certainly make everyone today rest a lot easier.
Great strike. I must say, Steve, I was down, and very rarely go down to character, but I was down. The goalie's not sure who's going to touch it. Well, I think Živković will be delighted. I think he's gone off. Has he, number 4? There's just been a change there.
Jason Roberts is on in place of Živković, player on a season-long loan from West Brom, who made his Premiership debut for West Brom at this ground beginning of last season, and that is also a cue to rest undoubtedly United's most effective player today.
He's been great to watch today.
David Bellion is going to replace him.
I'll tell you something, for all the people in the stadium, Ryan Giggs has been absolutely fabulous today.
David Bellion, of course, fresh from his first goal for the club against Leeds on his first start. Ronaldo has now joined him on the goal scoring sheet.
I would think Živković will be saying to the manager, Harry Redknapp, why didn't you wait until Giggs went off? Or tell like Ferguson, why didn't you take Giggs off earlier? But I think we're waiting for the second goal, Alex. It's obviously an important game in the European Cup. But waiting for that second goal for the clinch, and hopefully that is it, in 9 minutes to go.
Here he is, Britain's most expensive teenager. Now with his first United goal behind him. I think he quite enjoyed that, judging by the celebration as well.
Would you? 18, scored in the first goal for Manchester United. But that second goal's been a long time in coming, Steve. It should really be more than 2-0. I mean, they've been scintillating the second half United.
Keane's ball forward, looking for Butt, who almost got a touch to that Ronaldo shot.
I think maybe Nicky Butt as well, going for put the goalkeeper off.
Keane, nice turn from him. Oh, what a goal! There's no stopping him. It's his third league goal of the season in his last 4 games, and that arguably is the pick of the bunch, and that is today done and dusted with.
Left foot as well. Brings a smile to the manager's face. Brings a smile to every United supporter's face inside this stadium. Well, it just dummies to go and comes in on his left, and he says, well, I'm just going to hit it. And he hits it. Couldn't have hit it much better. And it goes where the goalkeeper's got no chance, into the side net. Bending all the time. Well, really, 5 minutes ago you're thinking is 1-0 enough, and the game's now over more or less 3-0.
That is a hell of a strike.
Well, that certainly finished the game.
Any striker in the country would have been proud of that one.
I'll tell you something. Rudd at the moment may be proud of it, because you can't believe that he's not scored again. People will look 3-0. How many did Rudd get? None.
Well, as you say, perhaps it should have been this comfortable a little earlier on and had to wait for it.
Yes.
Three in his last 4 league games for Roy Keane. What is going on?
Roy of old.
And that, let me remind you, after 20 months without a league goal.
Well, I think it's Portsmouth or shell-shocked.
Look at that.
Great power on it, isn't it? He couldn't have hit that better. Well, it's a lovely little dummy as well. It leaves Stefanović all over the place.
Another clean sheet would be a boost as well after the 3 goals they conceded against Fulham. Tim Howard has a little under 6 minutes to ensure that he has his 7th clean sheet in the league as a United goalkeeper. It's well cleared. Fortune given away to Berger, and up for the first time today is off target.
Too far out to trouble anybody. He's better looking than Rudd. There's a couple of brothers in there, Rudd, hasn't there? That's great play by Ferdinand, isn't it?
Fletcher, another 90 minutes for the first team under his belt. Here goes Ronaldo, the goal scorer. Still going. Oh, and he's seen Fortune with a bit of space on the left as well. Nicky Butt with the header, Zeeuw with the block. Neat from Fortune. Now Keane. Now Butt. Well, look at today's performance as well. You've now got Fletcher in there. Djemba-Djemba's gone off, and that was great play from O'Shea. And he might have set Fletcher away. Bellion wants the pull back. Ronaldo's in there as well. It's gone back to Nicky Butt instead. And that's not the finish to the move we wanted.
And Nicky knows that. You don't have to tell him.
going back to what I was saying, he's left arguably the two in-form midfield players out today, Roy Keane and Phil Neville, who's sitting on the bench.
Well, he's moved young Dan Fletcher into midfield again, and he revels in it in there, doesn't he? We saw it at Leeds the other night. He revels in it. Yeah, that fella alongside him, and Nicky Butt. One of the better players alongside if you want to learn the game.
And Nistelrooij. Fletcher, that was a chance for his first United goal, completely miskicked it. Keane driving forward, got Ronaldo in support. He in turn has Gary Neville unmarked. It's time for a few tricks first, and then he gave it away. Don't mind him doing that when you're 3-0 up with 3 minutes to go.
Oh, that's true.
Quashie. Portsmouth will still search for their first away win. I'm sure if he said to Redknapp even before coming to Old Trafford they would have had 12 points, he would have certainly settled for that at the beginning of the season. They have made United work all the way.
Yes, they have, but as I say, Steve, United have played exceptionally well the second half. Maybe a little bit quiet in the first half, but certainly this half they played some great football. Took them a long while to get the second goal, but they should have had it long before then.
Might have the fourth here. That was cut out by Stefanović. Mistake from Ferdinand. This is Jason Roberts. He's going to take Ferdinand on and find Quashie. Good challenge from Roy Keane.
Oh, and he gets an earful from Rio Ferdinand, doesn't it?
Another clean sheet will be so important as well.
Of course it is.
Particularly after the goals they conceded against Fulham.
To be fair, Steve, managers love to see clean sheets as well. I always think if you get a clean sheet, you've got a chance of somebody scoring at the other end.
And Nistelrooij, who hasn't scored today. Long discussion with the officials. It's crazy, we say this all the time, but as delighted he is to get the 3 points, and of course that is the #1 priority, you can still see that annoyance on the face of Van Nistelrooij when he hasn't scored.
Well, he loves scoring. No question about that. Now it's a throw-in.
Just 1 minute of stoppage time, which we're into. For United, complete another win to take them up to 25 points in the Premiership. Bellion. Now Butt. Keane. Crowd are willing him to hit that one. Gary Neville wasn't impressed he didn't get the ball from Ronaldo.
He certainly wasn't. He's the one that Gary Neville's got him to run back, but maybe Ronaldo's going to help him.
And towards Roberts.
Leave him there. You don't have to touch him.
Portsmouth couldn't touch United in the end. Diego Forlan set them on their way with the important first goal, and then the skipper got involved with the third goal after he'd been sent on with Ronaldo by the manager. who made it 2-0 with his first United goal 11 minutes from time. It was comfortable in the end. They had to wait a while for the second and third goals, but the most important thing, it's back to business as usual at Old Trafford after that defeat by Fulham. And they've now won 18 of their last 22 home games in the Premiership, their 8th win this season, which takes them up to 25 points. And the scoreline has a lot more normality about it. United 3, Portsmouth 0.